Thingus. Oh, shit. Here we go again. Time to slay my thirst. That is sounding a bit slow. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll just see. Isn't that what you love to hear at the beginning of the stream, within the first minute of the stream starting? I guess we'll just see.
Press start to begin.
Why does it tell you to press start when there's two options on the screen? And neither of the options are start. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thingus. We're doing another night of PlayStation emulated games. Hopefully it'll play okay. I just uninstalled all of my beloved games to clear up space on this thing. So we'll just see. How you doing this week, Joe? Anything new?
Nothing really. I released a video today.
Oh,
that's
so
about it.
That's something new.
Yeah, that's new.
Nothing, he says. Nothing really, he says.
Nah,
He's being coy.
Yeah, I'm just like, whatever. You release a video and then you go right back to work on some other video. Like, yep, it's a video. It's probably a bigger deal for people than it is for me.
Nah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Completing the video, completing the project is not actually... Are you having trouble jumping? Is it not working?
No, I just suck.
Oh, all right. The thing is, like, if completing the video was the satisfying part, then you wouldn't make another video. You would just you'd just be satisfied for a while. But instead, the second you complete the video, or in fact, probably a long time before that, you're already desperate to do something else, right?
Oh yeah.
That's the satisfaction. It's the desire itself, not fulfilling the desire. That's nothing.
Yeah.
That's barely anything.
Yeah, releasing it, it's like, I'm over it.
Yeah, you've been over it. You've just been polishing it all this time. Time for a new turd.
Yeah. For something else to shit out.
How playable is this on a scale of 1 to 10?
Playable? You mean like on the emulator?
Yeah, with the lag.
It's fine.
Oh, great.
I'm not even thinking about lag.
That's what I love to hear. That's a freebie. That's I don't have to do shit. My favorite.
Yeah.
Stoner's delight.
Your hands are free to drink iced tea while I have to be crushed by a giant block of ice.
That's right. Hello, Big Texas Tony, first time chatter. Welcome to Thingus. Let's use this as an opportunity to once again explain what it is we do here on Thingus. I'm Meredith, and this is my brother Joe, and we grew up together, and we play old video games on this stream, usually on their original hardware, but lately, because it's hot as fuck in the upstairs room, we're emulating a little bit. But we play these old video games, sometimes to explore new ones that we've never tried, but most of the time to explore our own memories of shit we haven't thought about in a really long time that will most likely make the other person laugh. There's nothing left of you. You exploded 2 of those things. Yeah, we often come up with, unearthed memories that we call Thingus because, you know, it's the thing. You know.
It's the thing, man. You know the thing. The Thingus. To the past, man. I remember the past. I was there.
Me and my dad getting Thingus together. Oh boy, could my dad Thingus.
No!
Yeah, so All right, well, Joe doesn't give a shit about his new video, but I'll talk about it. It's great. Came over here, put it on just as it premiered. We all watched it together as a family. And it's funny as fuck. A bunch of incredible new environments, far more than any other Dog of Wisdom video has ever given you. Just settings beyond your wildest dreams. Turn this shit off and go watch it. It's cute. That's right.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting another career, so I think I'm gonna be a musician now. I'm gonna make silly Weird Al songs or something.
You've heard it here first, guys. A career switch for Joe. Going out strong. Going out strong. The dogs at their best. These cutscenes, man. Who do they think I am? It's disgusting.
Yeah, I think the lag was in the last stream too. I didn't mind it. I thought it was there on purpose.
Oh, really? All right. Well, then I don't care anymore at all. Wonderful. Well, I've been while everyone's going to watch the dog video, I've been in Tacoma, Washington for the past few days. I just got home on Monday night. Oh, I hate this guy. Oh, I hate this guy. This might be the most annoying, like, agonizingly annoying boss. So I went to Tacoma, Washington for an event called the Adventure Game Fanfare. And it was, you know, just as the title suggests, it was a gathering of enthusiasts and developers. I don't know if you would necessarily call them enthusiasts. They've learned too much, right? Developers and enthusiasts of the adventure game genre. And as far as I know, there's never been a show like this in America. There have been some in the UK. For some reason, British people love adventure games. What do you think that's about?
Well, maybe they take place in like, you know, like King's Quest games sort of take place in like a idealistic Europe, like England.
They like fairy tales and mythology. Well,
Yeah.
well, what about Leisure Suit Larry? What about the Laura Bow series? What about Freddy Farkas? Those are great American tales.
Well, I mean, it might have more to do with like the amount of people they could get for a convention. Like it was more over there, right? Like maybe in England they just like have like they're less ashamed to talk about like brainier games where there's less killing stuff involved.
I mean, it might be the cultural connotations, because like certainly more people in America played those games, right?
I would think a lot of people in America played them because you know, a lot of Americans had computers, and we're trying to fuck around with Leisure Suit Larry and get something that was like for adults and
Trying to see a boob that's 5 pixels high. But maybe it's just a matter of the culture not supporting these things, you know? And you know, for that I got to hand it to the organizers. They organized the very first show in America.
Nice.
And yeah, it was, you know, it was pretty ambitious considering it was the first one. No precedent for this in America. So, you know, they got a bunch of young upstart developers like myself to showcase their upcoming games, and a lot of cool games in there. I saw some really interesting ones, but by and large, the focus of the show was not us. It was the fact that they got some of the original developers of Sierra's Golden Age to appear at the festival, including Ken and Roberta Williams, who were the big bosses at Sierra, who were the business and creative force behind the games, respectively, and who also gave an opportunity to a lot of other developers to make their games within the studio. And Sierra was, on top of the world for a time when the genre of adventure games was at its most popular. What happened to adventure games? 3D probably took a blow when 3D came about. I don't know if it felt this way to you, but when 3D came around and you had the console wars of the mid to late 90s, the idea of even making a 2D game was atrocious to, I'm sure the developers kind of wish they could still do it, but reviewers did not take these games seriously. Like, if you made a 2D game in the late 90s, you were completely out of touch. So that probably retroactively made all those adventure games seem like old shit. People got more into action games, less about sort of the slow and methodical decision making of an adventure game. Much to the dismay of the developers. But Ken and Roberta saw the writing on the wall, and in the late 90s, I believe, maybe 99 or so, they sold the company and got the fuck out, which is another dream of mine, to make games that people adore and then leave on your chariot full of money. Leave on your yacht full of money and sell around the world. And that's what they did. And that was 25 years ago. They've only recently gotten back into the game. And they were at the show, and I came very close to doing a Teen Meredith at Grasshopper Comics and flying out all that way and getting off the line to meet Roberta about halfway. I was this close. I was so close to just being like, no, I don't think I actually wanted to be here. I'm scared. Fortunately, I had a couple of friends waiting in line with me, and they kind of emboldened me. One of them had met Roberta before and was not afraid of her at all. So I stayed in line. I was brave. And I'm glad I did, because it was quite transcendent to meet her. It was lovely. She was so sweet to me, and she was happy that I was a woman, that I was a female game developer. And I told her that it really meant a lot to me when I was a kid that just to see her face on everything, see her face on the death screen of the games, and see her face on the box. And it made me feel really good. It made me feel like it was I could take it for granted. If she made it, then I'll be able to make it. And then she asked me if I was a game developer, and I told her I was, and I told her what my game was called, and she even was kind enough to write it down in front of me. It was very nice. She was so nice, and it made me feel so good. So definitely like a highlight of my my life in gaming right there.
Yeah.
It felt wonderful. It was worth it. It was worth being in Tacoma for 4 days. Which, I gotta say, I kind of, for some reason, I figured, Tacoma, it shares an airport with Seattle, like the airport's called SeaTac. It's gotta be like 25% as good as Seattle, right? Wouldn't you say that was reasonable to assume? well, you can probably figure out how I felt about Tacoma. I was also staying downtown where there's not even a grocery store to walk to. So, all right, I'm not going to complain about Tacoma. It was awesome. It was really, really nice. Felt great. And my game won an award too.
Wow.
They did a first ever award show because it was like their first ever show, and they did an award show. And I gotta say, for a tiny little show that was very often a seat of the pants in nature, the award show was very well put together. Beautiful video presentations. There was a live band on stage who would play music from the game that won. So when I was presented with an award, they played a song from my game.
That's so cool.
Like that's
They learned a song.
yeah, these
That's
guys,
cool.
these Tacoma musicians who were hired to, to play for the weekend. Yeah, they learned my song, and I didn't give them an arrangement. I didn't have one, so they just figured that shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah, felt amazing. Got to accept my award, and yeah, no, I felt very welcome. There's a bunch of people who've been doing this for so long, and I'm so new. I'm so green to all of it, and they made me feel very welcome. So, yeah, my heart is warmed. My cold bitch heart, feeling good, nice and melty. And you know how MagFest, we were talking about how MagFest felt special because it was like a Comic-Con that didn't suck.
Yeah.
Well, this reminded me more of like when I used to go to like Small Press Expo.
Yeah.
And I would just hang out with all my buddies at one hotel. There's nothing to do anywhere else. Just hang out with everybody at the one hotel. And I got to make a whole new group of friends and learn about all of their middle-aged problems. And yeah, no, I loved it. I really did. Fun. Not something I've done in a very long time, and yet I would love to repeat it in a different city, please. It was great. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this line of thinking now.
Uh-huh.
Fun aloud, exactly.
That's awesome. Sounds like you had a really transcendent time.
Yeah, I would say so. It really made me feel less cynical. You sit on your computer for long enough, and you're like, this is how the world works. Everybody sucks, and they're all against me.
Everybody sucks. They're all against me. They're not nice. Not nice people. You're like hugging your mom's leg and saying this to her. Not nice people. Mean people.
Little old Mikey. It must feel strange being a newbie in a space like that when you're already a comics legend. Oh, how sweet. How sweet and not true. Comics was showing me the door. I was ready to go. I know it's not true that I get no respect, but what am I complaining? What the fuck am I complaining about? What am I complaining? Yeah, people love me. Yeah, I'll admit it. They love me. I'm a legend.
Yeah, of course you are. You're my and everyone's hero.
Oh, no.
Of course you are. I mean, you're my hero at least.
Oh,
You're only my hero.
I just have nothing to say to that. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. I guess I have a lot to say about that. Let me think.
Well, Meredith was always drawing, before I was born, probably. So by the time I was alive, I was just like let me just copy Meredith. Is like just doing that since I've been born, basically. I don't know, Meredith, you know, back in the day, I saw Meredith like go indie with comics. I was never very good at making comics, but I still copied her. I was like, that's the way to go indie, to be online, to just like be someone online, to just be a legend. It sounds so easy.
I mean, in hindsight, I suppose it was. I suppose it was to just like put it online and let people make up their own minds.
Yeah.
Easier than getting one guy at a publisher to make up their mind.
Yeah.
In your favor.
Yeah, like why when you've already proven yourself as an artist to the people in your life, why do you have to waste it pitching constantly? Because
the people you pitch to have hundreds of millions of dollars, and the people who like you online have no money.
Yeah, that's true.
And that continues to be more of a problem as the platforms seek to cut that connection, that direct connection between fan and content creator. Are you done?
Yeah.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Fuck you, Cortex. Did you save your game?
No.
No. Well, shit. So it seems like whichever controller you select RetroArch with, it only plays on the other controller. That's a real dick move.
Yeah, that's some gourmet fuckery.
What should we play?
I don't know. Anything you want.
Want to play Tomba 2?
Yes.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
Yeah, I've never played Tomba or Tomba 2, but I don't know. PlayStation is still like really nostalgic.
I was like looking for games and realizing there's just so much good games on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Big Texas Tony says that you're his hero.
Oh. That's cool.
Thank you, guys. You're nice. You're nice. Cute.
Yeah, well, that's great. You got to meet your hero. I mean, it's weird because I never think about going to conventions because I don't feel like there's anyone I really want to meet.
Really? You can't think of, like, what if you met, like, some of the famous musicians, the video game musicians that you love so much?
Well, I don't know. What would I do with them?
What would I do with Roberta? I just told her I you know, it meant something to me.
Uh-huh.
She barely even remember. This is 40 years ago she made these games. This is an entire lifetime ago.
Yeah.
But, you know, she was there, and I, that means that, you know, I owe it to myself and to her for being here, being in the same place as me, for making the effort to, you know, tell her it was important.
Yeah.
A lot of evil pigs in games.
Yeah, I'll take this moment to tell everyone to get themselves a bagel. If you can possibly find one in this city.
Is that what he says?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see.
He says get yourself a bagel, and Chibi says, I love bagels. Asiago cheese, yummy.
Ew.
Yeah, I always see those at the store and think about him.
Mysterious letter addressed to Tony.
The thought of Chibi, like, munching on an Asiago cheese bagel is so disgusting.
As he read the letter, all he could think about was where she could be.
This is a very classic kind of voice
Was she
acting.
kidnapped? Is she safe?
Timeless.
Determined to bring her back safely. Tomba
Yeah, so like the PlayStation had Crash Bandicoot. They didn't have Mario. They had Crash Bandicoot, they had Spyro, they had Tomba, and they had Klonoa.
Yeah.
We played Klonoa. We didn't play this.
No, we never played. You're right. Klonoa.
But like, yeah. Yeah. He says, get used to this music. It plays constantly. Although it's not gonna be quite as fast because I'm not a speed. You're not a speed runner,
Right.
but I can just play it whenever I want and stop it too.
Oh, I see. It's on a track. Why can you use down and what?
Within an area, there are places where you can move forward and backwards.
It's for any conversation, I guess. It's like
Also,
it makes any conversation feel so much more awkward.
don't forget.
Oh my god. Right.
The adventure will automatically record things you events. Your stuff.
I would
I
really
don't-
prefer if you would be quiet.
The journal records it all.
I don't want to have to know any of this. I just want to I want the every single time, huh? Every time you talk to somebody, every time you have a conversation. What is it? Conversations and
events.
events. So like every time there's an event.
Yeah, anytime anything happens.
Ow. I'm probably not going to last long at this game. I'm already feeling like there's too much for me to learn. Surely that's how you open a treasure chest.
Yeah, just hit some more.
Oh my god, there's just a house burning down. Let's talk to this guy. Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say this isn't really the music to play
no.
during this.
Slightly more dramatic.
I'm fine, but the crab, the precious golden crab.
Hurry! We've got
Right, we can get water. Don't smash.
So, is the classic feeling about this for me because the sound is compressed? Or is there some other reason?
Yeah, probably because it sounds really low quality.
There's something about that I love.
Yeah.
Turn the crank. Oh, I see. Fun. All right, there's a lot of fun stuff in this game. Oh, wait. Did I do it?
Yeah. In one of the in Mario Odyssey, you could kind of do that flip thing. Maybe they were copying this.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I absolutely suck at this, but I can tell that there's some fun physics here.
And this is the coolest part of the game. He says that, then Chibi gets up and does jumping
Starts
jacks.
doing jumping jacks. To the music of Spider-Man Cartoon Maker.
Oh yeah, I was looking at Spider-Man Cartoon Maker on a wiki, and Shuki Levy composed it apparently.
Really? Our man Shuki Levy?
Yeah, I mean there was a bunch of other composers I didn't recognize, but that was the first name at the top.
Do you think he composed that song?
I bet he did.
I mean, it does sound a little bit like an Israeli guy's take on rock and roll.
Yeah, the music in Spider-Man Cartoon Maker is good.
Ah. Oh, no.
All right,
the goofy music, yes. Oh my
Yeah.
god. If you got, yeah, we gotta do Spider-Man Cartoon Maker on this thing. I don't know how I'm supposed to do any of this. I don't have the patience. Here. Enjoy. Can you reach?
No.
No, what happened? Uh-oh. I think
Kaput.
it might return. The audio returned. All right, I just need to fix it on the stream real quick. There we go.
Tomba is kind of a gross character design.
Yeah, he looks like he's not the first little caveman, like small caveman type. Like there's something kind of an event.
This will work for carrying the water.
I would really prefer it to be.
Like he's got a bit of Toriyama. Like all of this looks like fake ass Toriyama, right?
Oh, you're right.
Right, those pigs.
Yeah, even those pigs are like ninja pigs. They look like something from Dragon Ball.
Maybe they asked him to do this and he said no, and they just got somebody else. What do we think? A lot of people in the stream are realizing for the first time what this song is from, and they're going a little crazy.
You should. Shut up! You know what's right? Don't you ruin my life!
This machine is shut up. Looks like a star-shaped car.
Yeah, he looks a little like Krillin, it's true. Krillin with like a wig and nobody's saying anything. Like, why is he wearing a pink wig?
He looks like Goku if he's like got gum in his hair.
Right, like when, you know, something is cartoony and like it turns the entire color of the thing. Like, all right, isn't it awesome when somebody eats something in a really like well animated cartoon and it turns their mouth the color of that thing? I'm trying to think of my example of this happening, but
Here goes.
why is there a song just for talking to people?
It stops the song and then plays the fanfare and then plays the song again.
Yep, from the beginning.
All right, what was all that shit?
I don't know. I guess you get those fish now? Oh, a boomerang.
All right.
Can you like never kill the pigs? Like they'll never go away?
Why is it playing now?
That was an event.
How did you body slam him?
Oh. I don't remember. There are so many controls, and like I can see how like it's actually like if you're used to it, I can see how this is pretty intuitive and fun. And this is the second game, but like the conversation and events track is like very first game seeming to me. Maybe it was even worse in the first game. Like maybe the entire game paused or something whenever there was a conversation.
It would be funny if it's also in the first game.
Yeah. Right, same song.
No. Oh, he can't swim.
We haven't talked about Chibi in a while. Do you wanna refresh this topic?
Sure, yeah.
So, for those who don't know, I don't see how that's possible, but For those who don't know, there's a famous video, very old at this point.
Yeah, it's from like 7 years ago.
Yeah, where a speedrunner is playing this game at Games Done Quick, right?
Yeah, game's done quick.
And it's his favorite game. And he's like a very like chill, monotone guy, you know. He loves the game, but you know, the enthusiasm in his voice doesn't exactly come across. He's always like, yeah, no, and this part's cool. You know, I'm just doing this. And this guy Chibi, who that's what he goes by online. I don't know his real name. Should we find out his real name to further demean him?
Chibi
I mean,
is fine.
what?
Chibi is fine.
Yeah, no. We don't need to take this guy down any further.
No.
I actually feel very sorry for this guy. Anyway, Chibi was, I guess he's another streamer. Very openly autistic. I don't know if he's openly. Very obvious to us, right? And could not tell that he was being annoying, like, at all. Maybe even didn't want to know that he was being annoying. And I think that is sort of a defining characteristic of a chibi, is that they're not even trying to intellectualize whether they're being annoying or not. They think that as long as nobody has told them to shut up, they can just keep going and everyone thinks they're funny. Or at least they're just going to keep doing it because they want to. Are you saying the speedrunner transitioned and is a girl now? I haven't kept up with Caveman and their life after this video. But,
Caveman got rid of the mustache.
I'll take your word for it. Okay, your friend told you. Okay. You've heard it here first, guys.
I feel like I don't believe it just because that mustache is like iconic.
It is. But you know, sometimes you want to leave that behind and try some new shit.
Yeah, it doesn't define him. I mean, this video does.
Yeah, the video does.
I mean, this video makes them into cartoon characters. It's hilarious but unfortunate.
Yes.
Because yeah, it does have a bit to do with him being autistic and not taking the cues that he's bothering people who cannot say it in this situation because we're live on a stream and everything we do is. And
he's under a lot of pressure to speed run the game. So like, you know, I've watched speedruns where people are, you know, sitting with somebody else and talking, but it's a pleasant conversation. It's not a distractingly annoying one.
Or like they want them there to tell everybody what's going on because they're busy playing.
Yeah, exactly. It's a support role.
Am I just like going backwards?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. It's a support role to sit next to a speedrunner. You're helping somebody live up to their athletic potential, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, Chibi.
Chibi was also a speedrunner.
Yes, Chibi's also a speedrunner, although I have not been convinced that Chibi has any talent at speedrunning.
No, he's not a real speedrunner.
No.
He's a cheater.
Yeah, right. We heard about that later, that Chibi was caught cheating, but Chibi did not realize or did not want to realize how annoying he was being. And he was sitting there cracking jokes that nobody could possibly think were funny. And Caveman was just kind of taking them. And you know, like you said, this is painful because Caveman probably recognizes this particular type of autistic person and doesn't want to be an asshole to him.
Yeah.
And is just trying to respond as shortly as possible to discourage Chibi from then going off on another flight of fancy.
Yeah.
there's a point in the video where Caveman, the speedrunner, is saying, "Oh, and this is a part about the game I really like." And like while he's talking, for some reason, Chibi gets up and starts doing jumping jacks in the foreground of the video.
It was because the donator was like, can he get up and do jumping jacks? And he just started doing them.
Right. There's a third aspect of this video that we haven't mentioned, which is that people are watching this at home and they're commenting on it. So they're like, I'll donate $30 if that guy does jumping jacks. So he just like gets up in front of the camera and starts doing jumping jacks, which I cannot think of a more annoying thing to do than that. So, and obviously the jumping jacks look terrible.
Well, also there was a long silence, and one of the donors said, they felt bad for him, and they're like, let's hear more from the guy on the couch. Please let him talk.
So maybe Chibi was starting to get the idea that he should shut up on his own.
No. This is after he was told to shut up.
Oh, wow. Right. Okay. Right. So we haven't even gotten to that yet, but eventually, Chibi cracked one too many jokes, and Caveman says, "I would really prefer if you be quiet." And Chibi sits there.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
And immediately after that, he says, "But you're right," about like the thing he just observed. So even then, Caveman was like, "I'm so sorry, fuck you, just shut up, I'm sorry." And Chibi just sits there so quietly for so long after that, and we just hear that conversation and events song on loop as he ponders the ongoing rejection that he feels in his life. This is not a guy who has had a lot of affirmation. But yeah, eventually the people watching feel bad for him and they ask him to talk some more. What does he do then?
Then he does the jumping jacks.
Oh, that's when he does. Okay. All right. What a triumphant return. Anyway, a few years later, we found out that Chibi was a cheater. So, I think it's safe to say this is an unscrupulous character. We don't need to feel that sorry for him, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he wants to be loved, as we all do. He wants to be adored, but he goes to so much trouble to do everything but.
I can't do this.
He goes to so much trouble, and I think this is a pretty common trait, actually. We can talk about the reasons, but he goes to so much trouble to do everything but get on the path that one needs to get on in order for self-improvement to happen, for any sort of self-actualization to happen. And maybe he just doesn't know. He doesn't believe that the only way to not be this annoying dork that everyone hates is to put in a little time every day to like being a better person, being a version of yourself that you respect.
Yeah.
Instead of doing that, he has spent just as much time trying to cheat and lie his way and nose his way into people's hearts. And that is really fundamentally heartbreaking to me, because it's not like life gets any longer if you do that. But I don't know. What do you tell that guy? I mean, you don't tell him anything because he won't hear it. He won't hear it. What do you do to traumatize him into changing his life?
This.
Well, this should have worked.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet. I would really prefer if you would be quiet. I would really prefer if you would be quiet. I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
I mean, I don't know if this worked. I don't know if it did anything positive for him. I don't know if any traumatizing event is going to change your life that positively.
I mean, I think that has worked on some people. So I just want to say, I don't think I'm going to play this game. I just want to watch the intro to this. So this was one of those intros. This song is amazing. This is one of those intros that, like, the animation looked so much better than it is. You know, like, you get it, like the magic of anime in the 90s.
Yeah.
You get like a few good drawings together and it looks like the animation is good. And you know, you selectively choose where to make it look good. There's all like 3 drawings.
Well, this is like a little higher end of anime. This is like OVA quality.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, anytime you have environments animate, like a camera animating the environment moving. I love like this shirt, which is just like, it's just sticking out of his pants and it doesn't seem to connect to his arms at all. Unfortunately, this game is like so long and it never matches the emotional impact of the intro.
Yeah, I've never gotten very far in this.
I once put in about 40 hours in this game and then my memory card got wiped and I was like, never again.
Oh, fuck.
So that's that on that. That's all I wanted to do. Let's look at the graphics of this really fast because I do remember being a little disappointed that there was no 3D in this game.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a PlayStation game? All right, like the video was cool, but the game looks like a Super Nintendo game, frankly.
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, yeah, we were saying before how if you're making a 2D game in this period of fuck you.
Yeah.
It's like, your game looks like shit. Fuck you. We hate you. Make a 3D game, asshole.
Well, they probably thought they'd make it onto the Super Nintendo.
Maybe. Who made this?
Or the Sega.
Oh.
I don't know who made this. Help.
Wait,
Help.
did you say Sega?
I said or Sega or Genesis. Yeah, right? Like this looks pretty much, it's a little better, but this looks pretty much like a Super Nintendo game. I think the character.
Yeah, it looks just like Harvest Moon.
Yeah, right? The characters look like maybe they're renders of a 3D sprite, maybe?
Nah.
It's just the airbrushing on the hair.
Yeah.
I think when they move, they have more keyframes than
Yeah.
Super Nintendo, but yeah, just like like the way they turn, they've got a lot of frames there. Look at this horse. It's like a soundboard. Oh, cute. Yeah, this is pretty impressive looking. Like I think it looks good now, but there was a real attitude at the time that if your game wasn't 3D, you were missing out on the potential of the console. Let's see if I can get into a battle. No, I can't.
Well, like after Final Fantasy VI, they were gonna make a Final Fantasy for the N64, and that got canceled. But like I guess like you know that their relationship with Nintendo fell apart.
Yeah.
So like I guess there was that pressure there. You know, N64 or PlayStation, you have to do 3D games.
Right.
But also, they probably felt like they wanted to make a 3D game because the new stuff was available.
Yeah, I think they wanted to, but like ultimately, I think a lot of 2D games were shamed out of existence during that period.
Well,
First time catching this live. Welcome.
Well, Mother 3 was like, you know, they made Earthbound, and then for the N64 they were going to do Earthbound 64, and that got canceled. And that was a 3D game.
That was supposed to be 3D?
Yeah. There's demo videos of it, but there's no playable demo has ever been found.
I see. So was that like a move away from turn-based RPGs?
It was still a turn-based RPG in the old style, but it was with 3D art assets.
Right.
And for some reason it was canceled. And then they brought it back for the Game Boy Advance, and they brought back the original Earthbound art style with pixel art. And it was like a better fit.
There was a little bit more
game.
of a, oh, I see. The camera kind of zooms in on you. All right, I just wanted to see this. Okay, so the battle is 3D. Oh, I forgot about this. I forgot that the battle was actually 3D. These fights take forever. Yeah, I forgot about this. This is like way less exciting than... Yeah, this is way less exciting than Final Fantasy VII. You can see why I would just play Final Fantasy VII. All right, that's about all I want to do here. Do we want to... This looks like the 3D in Perfect Tides, yes. This aesthetic is very pleasing now. People love it. They're constantly trying to make games like this. There was a game last year called Sea of Stars that was very much in the old turn-based RPG style. And I played another game called Unchained Echoes, I think, before that. That was like 2 years ago. Also very aesthetic throwback. All right, do we want to do tactics? Let's get into 1998, guys. I'll say Tactics is one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely a top 10 for me. I revisit this one every couple of years without fail. It's beautiful. It's intuitive. And it was only recently that I started to explore the history of this game and the previous iterations in the Ogre Battle series that led to this game. You know, they slapped a Final Fantasy on it, and I thought it was perfect in a vacuum. But I understand now. It took a long time to reach this sort of perfection. No, we don't need the intro, right? We're okay? Yeah, true name. My birthday. Let's use my real birthday. That's fun, right? $1998. Ah, so you have vivid memories of 1998. You had no friends. You moved away from Houston. Significant changes in your life. I spent 1998 playing Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah, we played PlayStation in 1998. We played this game and like Final Fantasy 8.
Oh yeah. This looks beautiful. Like great colors. This looks perfectly good today. Not dated at all. Beautiful. The secret is lots of incredible 2D drawings. I was thinking about this. Did we talk about this on the previous stream? I don't think so, but I wanted to talk about it. Back in the day, a 2D illustration was very, very important. Sometimes with a video game, you would just get one or two. You'd get a drawing of Link kneeling with the sword, right? And then they give you the game, and you just imagine that it looks like that drawing. And this game in particular, you know, where you've got a complex war epic, with, you know, this cutscene, but like really almost nothing else until the very end of the game. You're almost entirely dealing with sprite art, and none of these cutscenes attempt to show you the characters' faces or their expressions or anything like that. Everything you get is from their profile drawing, which is incredible, and their little sprite. And this is like one of the best stories ever. And that's all you get. This is like War and Peace. And you get two drawings of the character, of their face. I think there is something that inherently just inspires wonder or encourages the player to imagine. Like it's kind of incredible how little prompting the player needs to imagine. And that's why I hate modern 3D graphics, because they rob the player of any gaps at all that they might have filled in for themselves. Let the player wonder. That's what I say. Yeah, I know this is a bit stuttery. Sorry to say. Don't know exactly why. I think it was better last week. Oh yeah, also excellent UI. Crunchy. When a lot of PlayStation UI felt flippy floppy to me. Oh, Gafgarian, what a bastard.
Yeah, this artwork is great.
Like, if all you got was the sprite art for each of these characters, that wouldn't be enough.
Yeah, I mean, the sprite art is not as expressive on their face. I mean, that was a good animation.
Oh yeah, the sprite animations are very good. Very clean, also very crispy. But there's something so much more serious about the 2D profile drawings. I don't know. I mean, it all combines to make something serious. This game also does not have children's dialogue, which I appreciate very much. Does anybody else write an RPG without every character sounding like they're 12 years old?
Well, this game I always felt like was really grown up in what was like happening in the story.
Yes. So, I'm blanking on his name, but the director of this game was, uh-oh, our brother is calling. Here, you play for a moment. Hello? Okay. Just, doing a stream with Joe right now. It's okay. It's okay. If you want, I mean, we can hash it out real quick. If you think it'll get more involved. Sorry guys, I had to take that. It was our brother. We're planning for a camping trip this weekend, and we've all been looking forward to it. It's going to be lovely. Probably going to rain, but honestly, whatever. Like you resolve yourself to a certain amount of just being disgusting on camping trips, right? It's fine.
Wait, there's gonna be nature there?
Well, no, not exactly. We're going to like one of those Yogi Bear parks, like the ones where they write reviews about how the place is like filled with overflowing toilets. I might be thinking of the Flintstones. What are the Flintstones ones called?
Oh, I don't know, Bedrock.
Bedrock, yeah. Try the Duck Station Core for the next PlayStation. Oh, you think it's a better emulator? I'll give it a shot. Andre Irizu asks if you are going camping, Joe.
Yeah, I'm going.
We're making so we'll have a story to tell when we come home. We're making a big family thing out of it. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be a thing.
It's gonna be a thing. It'll be fun. All the kids, very nice, and yeah, looking forward to it. You know, summer's rapidly ending. I'm sick of it, by the way.
Yeah.
Nothing I hate more than late summer.
Yeah, but like, there's a heat wave recently, and you think it's cooling off now, but it's gonna get hot again before it gets like cool off for good.
Oh yeah, it's hell. Oh man, this music's rough. It's really stuttering. Oh, you got this. You got this in the bag, though.
Is anyone still alive?
Your guys are alive.
Whoa. Is anyone alive out there?
Wait, those are your guys that are dead?
Those are them. Those are the bad guys.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait, no.
Oh, wait, he's there. Hiding.
Hiding? You know you can rotate the background, right?
Oh, right.
He's not alive. Oh.
Here.
Sure. This knight here is a bad guy.
Hmm.
Oh, knights, man.
Yeah, this game's a little bit similar to Fire Emblem, in the sense that like you have guys and they can die.
They can die, and you just let them die.
You just let them die.
I was playing Tactics Ogre for a while, and in that game, like the PlayStation one, if any of your army people die, they say something really, really cutting to you. They'll say like, you promised to keep me safe. This is your fault.
Wow.
And then they die. And you can't get them back when they die. They're just like, it's not like in this game's a little more forgiving. If somebody dies, you have a full cycle. You have like 3 or 4 full cycles of turns before they truly die forever.
Yeah.
And if they don't die if they don't turn to crystal before the battle's over, then you get them back. But yeah. When they, oh no. Oh right, this is actually, so we get this, and then we get a little flashback after this, right? We see Delita. We see our boy Delita kidnapping the princess. Punching her in the stomach, throwing her over his shoulder. Rich bitch. This isn't how Delita grew up. He doesn't give a shit about these nobles. Blame yourself or God. But why are in Goltani's troops? Why? Poor little lamb. Ramza. He's so innocent.
He's
He does
not a
not-
lamb. He's a ram.
Right, he's a ram. But it is sort of implicit here that he's just a little animal in the field, right? I also love the way all of this is framed as written in history. Like, this is what historians have uncovered about the war. For some reason, little money here is so slow. Nobody has ever been able to explain to me why. Yeah, just lovely. If you've never played this game, give it a serious go. Don't experience it solely through me, but I can tell you it's excellent.
Yeah, don't play like the new like Fire Emblem game that's terrible. Play this because it's the only game in this series that you have to play.
The Game Boy Advance version is actually a sequel to this.
Yeah.
And it's a little more. Somebody's saying that they played the Game Boy Advance version.
Yeah.
That's a completely separate game, and it's also a little more for kids, right? The Tactics Advance.
Okay.
It's kiddie. The first battle is a snowball fight,
Oh.
and it never gets as serious as this game.
Well, I didn't really like that it had the kind of Final Fantasy aesthetic of that era. That it had like
The 2000s-y Final Fantasy.
yeah, like the Final Fantasy Online look of everything.
Yeah.
This game was, you know, clearly not even a Final Fantasy game, so it's like they had a little bit of wiggle room with the aesthetic, and yeah, like even the art style is not the usual guy.
Not the usual guy.
What's his name?
I don't know. I should know this. These people make my favorite video games.
Yeah, because
but
he's our hero of the night,
he is.
even though he's not even in this game.
Yes, it's true. He's not in this game, but he's our hero.
Neither was what is his name?
Neither was another person whose name I can't remember. What a riveting conversation about all these people we know. Oh, hello, Maple Mystery. Hi, Julia. Julia is one of the people I met at Adventure Game Fanfare this past weekend. And she's making a game that is about to come out called The Crimson Diamond. And yeah, I guess I'll save because I don't want to watch all that again. I think you'd like the Crimson Diamond, Joe, because it is like, have you ever played the first Laura Bow game?
Oh no, I haven't.
All right. Well, it doesn't look super like I know you played the second one.
Yeah.
It doesn't look super like the second one because it's EGA. I'm sorry to be describing your game by describing the first Laura Bow game, but
I've seen what it looks like. I know what you're talking about.
yeah, you know, there are 16 colors.
Yeah.
And it's a text parser game. It's got maybe a little point and click, but it's mostly just like you're you move her around a little bit, but you're writing out commands. You're solving a murder mystery, and Crimson Diamond adapts this format pristinely. It is unbelievable how period accurate this game gets. And yet, it brings you into it so gently. No concern about like you're not like flailing for quality of life features. The game understands what year it's being made in, and yet it brings you on a classic adventure that is very rare in modern adventure games. I'm really interested to see how people react to this game, because I think they will absolutely recognize the quality of it. And like, I don't know that I've seen people get excited about a text parser game in a long time. I don't know that I've ever seen it in my lifetime.
Yeah, me neither.
So I'm very interested in seeing how people react to this. What kind of screen caps they take, and funny little business they report. I think people are going to explore this thing, pixel by pixel, and that comes out in just a couple days. Oh, I can't do shit. But you can do shit by wishlisting this game. I believe it is available on Steam. Check it out. Wishlist.
What's it called?
It's called The Crimson Diamond. And it's one of my favorite little things about Laura Bow. It kind of has the imagery that I love so much of Laura standing, like a close-up of Laura standing nearby, going like this, like listening in on somebody else's conversation. Horny as fuck. So excited to be snooping. I feel that Nancy Maple, which is the character in The Crimson Diamond, is a worthy descendant of that. A nosy sort who's gonna get herself in trouble if she doesn't stop poking around soon. I am not getting anywhere with this. It's so irritating. Does anybody need healing? Yeah, I'll heal you. Very exciting stuff. Crimson Diamond. Check it out. Oh my god, this battle's going to take forever. I'm not powerful.
I remember this one taking forever.
Yeah, I remember hearing this song for like 5,000 years. Okay, so 1998. Tell me if this memory rings a bell for you. I would sit and play this game while listening to Hot 97 in the living room. Any recollection?
So you had the music turned down on this, or?
Yeah, I had the music turned down, and I would be sitting there listening to Hot 97.
Because this is so annoying after a few
I know.
minutes.
Oh my god, and I can't get him from there either.
What were you listening to Hot 97 on?
That's a great question. I think it was on a boombox. I think I had a little green boombox that I listened to CDs on, and it would also get the radio. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Oh, that sounds really specific. A little green boombox.
Yeah, I had like a little it was like a little egg-shaped boombox. I would put it on. I would put on the Titanic soundtrack and fall asleep next to my bed.
And then you'd be woken up with a hip, a hop, a hibbit to the hip, hip, hop, and you don't stop.
Well, not in 1998, I wasn't. In 1998, while playing Final Fantasy Tactics, I was listening to two particular songs that really just live forever in my head. One of them is Too Close by the band Next. Do you remember this song?
What's it called? Too what?
Too Close.
Too
By the
close.
R&B group Next.
Slow. Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, that's the one. All right. So imagine me. What would I have been in 98? 14 years old. Who's evil? These guys are mine. Is there anyone I can kill? Are you evil? But I can't kill you. This is so annoying. Who am I? Oh, I can help Delita. I can help. Me helping. So imagine me, 14, playing this battle in particular. And you hear the lyrics to this song. Baby, when we're grinding, I get so excited. Ooh, how I like it. I try, but I can't fight it. Oh, you're dancing real close, just swaying real slow. You're making it hard for me. And then the next verse is a female singer going, stand back, you're dancing kind of close. I feel a little poke coming through on you. Now, girl, I know you felt it, but ooh, you know I can't help it. You know what I wanna do. So, like, basically describing what would happen at, like, a bar mitzvah. That's what I was listening to. And then there's another song that I remember vividly. For no reason, because no one has played this song in 25 years. They're also playing tactics to this. Song is called We Can Do It Anywhere. Or it might have just been called Anywhere. I think the band was called 112. It was some shit on Puff Daddy's label, you know, just some shit, right? Song Anywhere. It's about he's singing to his girlfriend that they can have sex anywhere. Any illicit location you can think of. So here are some of the locations he suggests. The shower. Okay. It's not really a stretch of the imagination. Okay, what else you got? The patio, he suggests. Like maybe on a plastic armchair or something. And then he the kitchen floor is the other one he wants to try. We could do, if you'd like, we could do it on the kitchen floor. Like, these are the locations. Like, the locations that, like, a Bounty commercial would suggest you can use the wipes on.
Yeah, when you said anywhere, I thought like
The moon, right?
What?
Like the moon. Yeah, what did you think I would say?
Like an airplane, like
Right.
something crazy.
Right, something actually crazy. No, it was like, like even like Cosmo magazine would be like, are you tired of doing it in the shower, on the kitchen floor, and on the patio? Like, have you become boring? Spice it up. Do it on a plane. No, this is what the guy was suggesting. Those were his adventurous ideas. Anywhere.
Any of these 3 locations. How about a bed?
Yeah, how about a bed?
No.
The girl's like, how about your house? He's like, no. Terrible. Terrible. Yeah, it reminds me of like, you know, like you think these things for teens are going to be instructive, but they never are. Like, I got nothing. You know, like when you read 17 magazine, and it's like on the cover, it's like how to get him to fall in love with you. And then you open it up and like the article just assumes that you're already friends with him. Like, do you understand why I wanted to read the article? If he was already my friend, this would be a lot easier. I wouldn't be looking for help. If he already gave me the time of day. Reach. Like, this is a strangely annoying location. Like, the ones after this are a lot less annoying. It's like they want this one to be nice and long so you can waste a bunch of moves before you land a blow. No, just hit him and get out of here.
Yeah, and this is not Nobuo Uematsu.
No. No, he would never write such a repetitive song. But, like, the battles in this game are so much longer than... Actually, the Music and Tactics Ogre sounds just like this, so I imagine it's the same composer.
Yeah.
Dude, don't heal me. Just kill the last guy. Yeah, no, Gabby, you're absolutely right that like age 14 is when you're dancing with a boy and you feel some shit through his pants by accident. It is age appropriate. Oh, finally, an ability I can use. Of course, now from this angle, I can't use it. This is not going to hit him, but may as well try. Everyone's dead. I can't get over there. Ugh. God. All right, can I wish? What is that? Raise vigor? Something stupid like that. Let me just get out of the way. How did you have that ready to go? I mean, that one has been playing on Hot 97 nonstop for 30 years.
Yeah, they still play it.
I haven't listened to the station in a while, but yes, definitely. Oh, you made out with the guy whose boner poked you. Wow, it worked. You knew what he wanted to do, and you were actually like, wait, don't stand back. You're dancing kind of close. I feel it. I know you can't help it. It's okay. I know what you want to do. Nice. And knocked. Yes, he died from his injuries. Perfect. I love Ramza's like little speech he gives at the end of this. Everyone claps.
You wouldn't have died this way if you've lived an honest life.
Okay, a Fox in Space just raided with a party of 92.
Welcome, Raiders. Hello. Thank you.
Welcome, everybody.
Hi, Fred. We're playing Final Fantasy Tactics. Talk about Hot 97.
Yes.
We just like sit here and play Final Fantasy Tactics with Hot 97 on because the song is like really repetitive and annoying.
Yeah, you know, you gotta sit here with your repetitive, annoying songs, bang out a few battles, kill a few thieves, petty thieves, basically, right? At this point in the game, you're just slaughtering petty criminals who are trying to eat. Do I want to keep playing this, or do we want to do something else?
Well, yeah, we can move on.
What should we play?
Yeah, what should we do next? You got some shit, right?
I got some shit. Yeah, I got shit.
You got shit.
Mr. Bones? No, afraid not. Let's just see. We're playing emulator games tonight.
Let's do some Parasite Eve.
All right, we're probably just gonna watch the intro to this, right? I remember the intro being cool. Let's watch a cool intro. Yeah, we need to beef up our collection a bit. We've just started collecting PlayStation, Saturn. Anything else yet? Not really. PlayStation and Saturn. I'm trying to be methodical here. Only get games that we actually intend to play. But we're getting lots of good recs in the chat, so we'll try some stuff. Now, this game I have not revisited since I played it. Hell yes. Yes, this was the era of videos about busy citygoers going about their lives. Busy rats rending their flesh. Fuck, this looks great.
Yeah, this is so cool.
This is so cool. Great music. Science.
We watched this so many
Oh my god, we watched this so much. So cool. Wow, I'm 12 and that's deep. Yeah, same. Incredible. What
Oh my
was it? The
God.
worst, the worst lies within the self. The truest horror lies within the self.
I wish that Square never evolved beyond this style. This
Yeah.
looks perfect.
All right, are they gonna play it again? No, different music.
It's like the Christmas version.
Yeah. No, you know, New York at Christmas. It's the World Trade Towers. Now, you guys probably don't remember this.
But me, I'll never forget.
I'll never freaking forget.
I was right there, watching TV when it happened.
Watching TV on the top floor.
He's like watching TV on the plane.
Well, no, the story of Seth MacFarlane on 9/11 is that he almost got on the plane
Yeah.
and he fell asleep.
Yeah, that's crazy. He came really close to dying.
Can you imagine how that would change the story of Family Guy?
Yeah, it would be legendary. I mean, it is
It is
legendary.
legendary.
Since he lived, it's even better, I guess.
I guess so, yeah. I do love that this is not voices. I think
thank God.
Squaresoft resisted voice acting for a while, right? Like for longer than their contemporaries.
So, are there no like efforts or anything in Final Fantasy VII?
Effort. What do you mean by efforts?
Like,
no, nothing. Absolutely nothing.
huh?
Silence.
Yeah.
No, none in 8 or 9 either. It was only 10 on PS2
just nothing.
where they went fully voiced. The voices would be late 90s cheese. Yeah, I mean, I do kind of like that aesthetic, but not for Final Fantasy. I think these stories were very compelling to me. Yeah. I can't go very fast. I'm in heels. All right. Go start the show. I don't know. I think there's something about these characters speaking in text that endears them to me. Oh my God. Characters in this era of games turn around so slowly.
It's so much better with text. Like Barrett in Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
His voice is in the text.
Yeah. Yeah, when he says shit with that little apostrophe. You feel that. Yeah, sometimes the voices really do take you out of it. I like to hear my own voice slightly modified for each character to echo in my head while I'm reading.
Yeah.
That's what I prefer. And I know that doesn't work for everything. There are plenty of games with voice acting where, you know, the actors bring a lot to the character, but for my own purposes and my own aesthetic pleasure, this is a little like Final Fantasy VI. It got a little opera going. Actually, there's quite a few Final Fantasies where the characters are either watching or taking part in an opera that is parallel to their lives. They do it in Final Fantasy IX too. Any others? Yes, 9. You can't wait for the rat to show up. Yeah, you want to see his little face tear open. This game is very it's very baroque. They were going big. They wanted to do more. This is like a silent film where like it's a little bit synced, but not really. Oh, hell yeah.
No!
So sick. Oh, fuck yeah.
That's another screen that I could use.
Oh, hell yeah. We're just bursting into flames. Oh my god.
I forgot about this.
Oh my god, this is so sick.
Yeah, this game makes its point across.
Yeah, no. It does not wait. There's no like...
Oh, I love it. I love the frame rate.
Yeah, it's MIDI, but they added a woman's voice to it, and they absolutely max out on it. It's lovely. I've really softened to MIDI. You know, we all had to reject it when sound recordings came to video games. Haha. But it's really very special. We will never see that again, except in the loving recreations of people who remember it fondly. She's 25. She's pretty young. She's a cub cop. What are they called? What's a baby cop called? She kind of our girl Aya, she's kind of got the Dido aesthetic. Can I shoot? Ah, right. I remember now.
Oh yeah, you're not Eve, she's Eve.
Yeah.
You're Aya.
Yeah.
You're not even Eve. It's Parasite Eve, and you don't even play as Parasite Eve.
Ah.
This music.
Oh yeah, no, this isn't a woman's voice. Our bodies are communicating. Like, just, you know, that woman you meet at a party who ends up being a nightmare.
In what way? She need a ride?
Yeah, she needs a ride.
She's a parasite, so she needs to attach herself to you. You know,
Yes.
she needs a ride.
And she reminds you of being small and vulnerable. A child lying in a hospital bed. She really takes it out of you. She makes some remark that makes you feel fat. She's mean. This little healed run is so cute. Yeah, and I mean, I really miss 2D environments with 3D sprites. And this is probably not anything. It's just like, for some reason, they mapped this out so that you could have fun. Where am I supposed to go? Yeah, pre-rendered background. The backgrounds are 3D, but they're not appearing 3D on the screen. Iconic run, absolutely. We're doing on time. Oh, we're getting close to 11 here. We started a little late.
Yeah.
But but, you know. Yeah, of course I'm going down there.
Forget it.
Forget it. I'm in a video game. Let's try. Let's take a risk. Oh, is that a spooky child? Yeah, I should have known. She laughed evil. Couldn't be. It's her. It's her. She's seeing herself because she's blonde. We gonna jump in the hole? Yeah. We playing a video game, we're jumping in the hole.
Yeah.
This is like a little point and clicky. Like it's got elements of all different kinds of games. Oh, there we go. Oh, he is cute. Oh. Unfortunately, the mitochondria within him are rapidly expanding and exploding with life. With evil life. Oh. It's cute. Awesome. Well, time to fight that. Cool. Oh, he looks great. Oh no. All right. So far we have 2 enemies that send projectiles toward you and you gotta run away from them. Okay. Yes, that's right. We're playing Parasite Eve on the stream tonight. We're wrapping it up pretty soon. So who are our heroes and villains? Well, obviously I know who my hero is.
Yeah.
Roberta, thank you for meeting me and being so nice to me. And for making King's Quest. And for making Laura Bow. And for making Phantasmagoria. Oh my god, those fucking bodies! Do you have any heroes of the week?
Who are my heroes of this week? Akira Toriyama, because I just remembered his name.
Yeah, and he didn't make Tomba, but they wish he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toriyama's an evergreen. Oh no, you should just shoot that guy in the head.
What about villains?
Villains of the week.
Who's ruining our lives?
Who's ruining our lives? Who do we hate? Rat mustn't be fed after midnight. Yeah, that is definitely the problem. Oh, she's out of here. That's awful. No, that one's already dead. All right, so I just came in here, I guess, to get the medicine out of the locker, to rob them. Who's ruining our lives?
Or like, who ruined our lives in 1998?
That's a good question. 98. Oh, it's a clown. Does this guy not know that there's an incident? Was that you?
No.
Yeah. All right. Am I opening all of these lockers? It's kind of boring. All right. I'm not going to do it. I'll open 2. I'll open 3. All right. It's not fun anymore. before 11, I have to think of somebody who's ruining our lives or who ruined our lives in the late 90s. Who was our villain?
Did we? Yeah, like sometimes I'll just like remember we like talked about something.
Yeah.
But I can't remember.
Gross.
Nice.
Oh my god, these burnt out red bodies. So sick. I mean, you know, there's always more private equity and video game layoffs to discuss. It's
Yeah.
kind of boring at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bungie laid off like it's like 220 people today.
Wow.
What am I missing here? Was there something in there? Whatever exec said 2D games wouldn't sell. That's a good call. I would say, you know. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, the guy who said you can't make 2D games anymore.
Yeah. You know, the guy drop an item.
I mean, this is great. I'm really glad that they were able to experiment with 3D a lot and like make like stuff like this and Final Fantasy VII with like these really well lived in worlds.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I guess they didn't make too much 2D artwork games after that.
No. No. And yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. But you know, it really sucks that technology had like the race for technology kind of had a grip on what people thought they could make. You know, I suppose we're still dealing with a version of that.
Yeah. Well, I think we're probably doing better now than back then when the console wars was like deciding teams and like whose team you're on and like what you're betting on for the future. Now it doesn't matter if you have a PlayStation or an Xbox or a computer or even a Switch.
It's true. Yeah, no, it must be something with the bird. It's true. And even though people can do market research and guess, there is no telling when a game is going to be a hit, or what kind of game is going to be a hit. Oh, the bird settled down. Let's see if I can grab him. No. How do I?
Oh, is the bird the save point?
No, it's a telephone.
Oh, okay.
So what is dropping? I guess I'll drop medicine. It's the only thing I have. Let the bird eat it. Is that the idea? Oh, I see. Wait, is that a treasure chest? So weird. Okay. So the bird must do something, right? But it doesn't seem like I can interact with him.
Yeah, the bird is probably just like, hey, and then later you come back and he's a monster.
Right. I'm just waiting for this bird to get all fucked up. Da da. Da da da. Here we go. Alright. God, great song. Oh yeah, Humble Games shuttered. Right? Apparently that's gonna fuck with a lot of publishers who depended on Humble Games to port their console games. They don't have any connection to the console portal now because Humble was facilitating that for them.
Oh.
And they are all in disarray now. They can't push their updates. Maybe that's been resolved now, but everything got crazy. Is it the same bird? How many birds? I see something disgusting in here.
They need some like flying enemies to attack you. It's like, what? Why not just get some red macaws? It's like get like a whole bunch of them lying around.
Maybe the macaws are immune or something. I'm really not sure what I'm meant to do in here. I got some ammo. Maybe if I leave the room, I'll encounter something I need. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. That looks like a Final Fantasy beast.
Macaws are immune. Macaws are immune. I heard it. I heard it. It's known. People have been saying that. I've heard Meredith was saying.
This game is quite linear, if I remember correctly. Where am I going now? Did I already... Was there another door that was... Maybe I gotta fight that, that other bird. Yeah, I know. The theater dressing room is full of ammo. It's, it's a great feature.
Well, you know, there's plenty of guns in this film or
Sure.
play.
In this play. Yeah, I thought maybe the parrots were immune to... Maybe with that key I can open another door? Or maybe I can find out the fate of that clown. Da da. Da da da. There we go.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, is that a random encounter? Are we doing that now? Yeah, I think I'm just hitting random battles now. Can I open any of this now? Oh, yeah.
But yeah, like these environments are made in 3D, but they're still a flat image.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's still a little bit what you do when you make a adventure game.
Yeah, this feels adventure-y to me.
Adventure Gun.
Adventure gone, yes. I tried this door too. Oh, shit. Nah, damn it. No, I guess I'll get some experience and get some ammo out of this. Yeah, I'll just get him one at a time. Oh, wait, I didn't get to shoot him twice? Oh, I leveled up. There it is. Alright, there were some more locked doors I can get now. I'm going to wrap this stream up in just a few minutes. Anything else you guys want to hear us talk about? Or Joe, is there anything you'd like to bring up before we go?
Oh, let me see. Maybe I wrote it down.
Oh, I'm in a back alley now. Things are not getting better for me. Creepy.
Oh yeah, I mean, this isn't something that happened recently, but I was getting mad about this. I wanted to mention it to you. SNL stole something from this YouTuber. They like stole an idea for a skit. It's like pretty funny. It's like the Charmin Bears as like a family. And it's like the son is like, Dad, I kind of want to go to school for like dancing and writing and creative stuff. And the dad's like, in this family, we wipe our butts.
Uh-huh.
And the son's like, but if I don't want to wipe my butt, like, I think it's great. But like,
This is the YouTube video?
yeah. But like SNL did like the exact same thing, and like they totally just ripped him off.
Do you think they stole it, or do you think it's kind of the inevitable gag if you make fun of the Charmin Bears?
I guess I hadn't really thought it could be a coincidence, but yeah, I think it was probably like a little too close.
I see. Oh, it's that guy. He fucking died immediately.
But yeah, like you say that SNL is like good sometimes. Is it good again?
No, I haven't been watching lately. But,
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I haven't been watching lately. Last I checked, no.
Okay.
Not worth watching. You know, it's like sports. It's good sometimes and
It's
sucks
good sometimes, sucks sometimes.
Okay, I already did all this, so I think I'm not going in the right direction here. I'll go back through the hole. Well, hopefully that draws attention to the YouTube video, right?
Yeah.
Oops. Is it a cartoon?
Yeah. It's like a guy who does like it's sort of a cartoon. It's like a it uses a program called Ebsynth, which like you draw like you make like a video of yourself and then you draw a picture over it, and it like tracks it with the 2D drawing is tracked onto the video of yourself, and it like you can like move it around. It looks terrible, but it makes it look funnier
It's funny,
because it's
yeah.
terrible. But yeah, like I thought that was very villainous to steal from that guy who lives in a van and makes YouTube videos that are, you know, pretty funny.
Right. Meanwhile, these like high-paid SNL writers.
Yeah, like these people who live in New York, who live in New York City, like are just like, you know, it would be funny that YouTube video I saw the other day. Like,
I mean,
no one will ever know.
I mean, I guess I'll have to see them. Anybody else seen these and can give any perspective on whether they think it was a deliberate ripoff or not? I mean, I think, you know, people are very cautious not to rip things off for TV and film for this exact reason. They don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
They 100% straight up ghosted his nuggets. Does that mean they stole? Oh, okay. I haven't been in here yet. Very similar. All right. I'll have to check it out and pass judgment next week, I suppose. But that would suck. Yeah. YouTubers, your favorite YouTuber is not raking it in. This platform has done everything it can to keep as much money away from the people who create content on it for it as possible. Is this a diary? Can I read this? I took all that medication. You mean I took all those potions to get here? Well, I would say, you know, there's someone you love on YouTube. Don't take them for granted. This isn't an easy job. It's kind of punishing to, you know, from the outside. It seems awfully punishing to have to make content for the content monster.
Yeah, it sucks. Like I'm like a tulip right now. Like I might not come back. In the next season will happen. I might not be there. People will be like, "Where the fuck is he?"
I buried the bulb. Well, somebody else buried the bulb. They didn't even do that. They didn't even mulch. It's a shame. But you know, if... Oh, please don't make me read all that again. No. I can't get out of it. I have to read it again. If you ultimately decide that this isn't sustainable, I'm certain you're going to do something that is more fulfilling. I don't doubt that. And I look forward to what it may be.
Yeah.
You know, one day, you know, I mean, perhaps maybe soon. You'll be leaving with your middle finger in the air. All right, rehearse key. So wait, where do I need to go to use the rehearse key? Very hard to figure out what to do. At any rate, I'm to figure out what to do while talking. At any rate, I'm gonna save and call it a night. Any final thoughts? Any final thoughts, my friends? Possible villainhood from SNL this week. Just for being really fucking unfunny. I guess they deserve it, but perhaps even more insidious than that. Stealing from a humble YouTuber. Oops. Alright. Let's get out of that and go back to RetroArch.
Yeah. How did it get to this point where SNL is stealing from the guy who lives in the van by the river? They envy him. They want his life. They take from him.
Right. They pretend to be him. Well, it's you know, it's stupid is what it is. I don't know what to say. I think there is a glut of underpaid talent right now. We are sort of at the mercy of these platforms, which, by the way, are making more money than we could dream of. Well, no, it's not true. The thing is, YouTube is making less money too, right? Where am I correct about that?
Yeah.
And they would like to keep as much of it for themselves as they can. So the result is more content than you've ever imagined, and fewer people getting paid for it. My friends, what is the next step? Are we going to overthrow the fucking government? No. Of course not. Of course not. We're cowed. We're cowed. We can't live without our simple comforts. We're scrolling all the livelong day. We don't even remember how to take a risk in our lives. Our dicks don't work anymore. We're not revolutionary types. What can we do with the only thing we know how to do? Make art that expresses our heart's desire. Well, we can share it with each other until something else emerges. I know that's kind of a weak answer, but I can't exactly wait around for the revolution either. And I can't really personally instigate it because I'm a mom. I have a lot of day-to-day to think about, as we all do. We're busy. That's why the revolution's not happening. Everyone's busy. I know. We're all busy.
I think just making something that's actually good is revolutionary. Something that's good on purpose.
Yeah. Those are our heroes, aren't they?
Yeah.
The ones who make it good on purpose. Did King's Quest need to be good? It just needed to be a graphical adventure game, right? That's the one example I had. There are still people making that was 40 years ago. There are still people making things that are good on purpose. They're good for the sake of being good. And the financial motive is, and it's not to our liking that is it can barely even be called secondary. But it's okay because we're going to find a way to do this. And, the desire to create is stronger than just about anything else against our best interest. We will create against our best interest. And, okay. Apparently, we're organizing unions and communist political parties in the chat. All right, forget everything I'm fucking talking about. Join your union. Talk to them about it. Talk to them about organizing.
Well, yeah, like Lucille Ball.
That's right.
They were good on purpose.
Good on purpose.
Communists.
And communists.
They were communists are good on purpose because they care about the greater good.
You're right. You're right. And they got fucked in their own time for it.
Yep.
Didn't matter. They knew they were good.
Yeah, they got fucked by communists.
Yeah.
By a hot communist. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Well, fame and money and respect within your industry or what have you. Those are temporary things. Those are earthly things.
Yeah.
Good on purpose is eternal.
It's divine. Like divine.
Divine is eternal. Thingus hero. Friend of the show. Divine. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye. Thanks for stopping by.